standing on the threshold of 2018. I personally am feeling very happy about it because this is one of those years where we think about ourselves, our personal lives, because if your emotional quotient is high, your productivity levels automatically get high. And this year, it's completely ruled by moon. There are going to be 3 solar eclipses rather than the 2, and 2 lunar eclipses, which in all makes it 5 eclipses for you to restructure, reorganize and visualize the way you would like your life to be. We start with Aries 2018 for you. Well, the major trends are that some of the long-term planets are shifting, so make sure you're adaptable and not get too fixed or rigid in your ways. Saturn changes signs in the end of 2017 and will be in Capricorn, which is your 10th house, for the next 2 years, which makes this year a very strong career year for you. Now, when Saturn is there for 2 years, you must understand that Saturn is asking you to restructure, reorganize, do away with the old, and probably get yourself adapted to the changing ways of the world, and also change your career if need be. It's a kind of a year where you will succeed by your sheer merit. Therefore, keep it in mind that you strive for excellence, or you must strive for excellence in all that you do and endeavor to take up. The other important headline is Uranus's move out of your sign, where he had been there posited for the last 7 years. This is not yet a full-blown transit, but a shot that announces of things to happen or about to happen. After 7 years of redefining yourself and experimenting with your image, you will settle on something that works for you. There are going to be sudden personal changes in your life, and you will learn to deal with sudden financial changes which are bound to become exciting and adventurous just the way you like it. Now, Jupiter has been in your 8th house since October 2017 and will be there till November 2018. This indicates prosperity of partners. You may also get into inheritance not due to the demise of anybody, but by the virtue of good fortune in tax and estate issues or your investments, and you will be feeling very, very relieved for yourself. And you could also probably do away with all your debts this year. You may favor projects which are involving personal transformation, and you will thoroughly enjoy undergoing the entire personal image of yours. On November 8th, Jupiter moves into Sagittarius, making a beautiful aspect to your sign. Now, this encourages you to travel more than usual and perhaps earn your money too through these travels. In a nutshell, you will experience more positivity and optimism in life. For those involved in education, success is imminent. You get your dues of hard work and you have been striving for excellence. Neptune, which has been your spiritual planet in your spiritual house, 12th house, for many years now, will be there for another couple of years. So spiritual life becomes more important and your inner soul grows and evolves. Your paths of greatest fulfillment are personal transformation and reinvention of yourself and your beliefs. So we come to the health aspect of it. Those were the major trends. Though Uranus leaves your sign, which is a good aspect, yet there are 2 heavy planets, that is Saturn and Pluto, in stressful alignment to you. The empty 6th house suggests you to apply discipline in your diet and exercise whenever you feel drained of energies. Rest and relaxation is required, so a little bit of attention and focus to your personal regime will help you sail through the year beautifully. Now, your home and family life. This year, your focus is going to be entirely on your career as personal life takes a back seat. There will be no pressure in regards to your family life as it remains status quo and contented, and each one is capable of taking care of themselves. The changes and upheavals in everyone's moods happen as there could be reaction to the actions of others. Though you will not initiate anything on your own. For the start, there are 3 solar eclipses this year. Usually there are 2. This indicates life-changing kind of events. The eclipses will also be impacting your overall finances of the family. The solar eclipse, which occurs in your 4th house on July 13th, will impact strongly on your family. You will need to be more patient with your family members and your friends as passions are running high on all scores and on all fronts. Finance and career. A new financial era is beginning in your life this year, and it will continue for the next 7 years. Uranus makes a major move on May 16th and enters your 2nd house of money and remains there till the November 8th. Uranus shakes things up a bit and then endeavors to bring in financial freedom to an individual. This can only happen if you learn adaptability and not get stuck in your old attitudes. In general, you need to be a risk taker and overcome fear and develop courage. Maintain your fearless attitude and this will bring in more success. You will learn through trial and error, but try you must. Uranus in the money house suggests earning through high-tech sector. It favors online activities and cutting-edge technologies. There can be interesting situations in investments or business ventures. When Uranus is involved in finance, anything can happen at any time. And I would only think about positive because I have safeguarded myself for contingencies. So obviously my positivity comes to the forefront and things happen positively. Now opportunities can come at your bleakest moment and can exceed your wildest dreams. You will succeed through sheer merit. It's all about being the best at what you do. You will experience the positive results of this approach in 2019 and 2020. So the seeds that you've sown in 2018 are bound to bear fruits at the beginning of 2019 and 2020 when you start to reach your new career heights. Now this time I'm bringing in for everybody or for every zodiac a self-improvement from the cosmos. That means what is the self-improvement that you need to do, and self-improvement which is actually like a cosmic lesson to you. So for Aries, Neptune, the most spiritual of all the planets and your personal spiritual planet, has been in Pisces for some time, for some years now, and remains there for a couple of more years to come. Neptune obviously is much stronger in his own house and sign, thus your spiritualism and idealism will be at full force. Jupiter, your planet of intelligence, will be making nice aspects, especially till the November 8th. Your extrasensory perception is stronger and you will experience all kind of synchronicities and meaningful coincidence happening in your life. You would wish to let go of the world and delve in your own spiritual world, but the demands of Saturn in your career house forces you to be worldly wise, worldlier, so you have to be idealistic and yet be practical at the same time. You will have to marry both these urges and cooperate with each other. You can have your me time, get into spiritualism and put your spiritualism in practice with a passion in your career. Jupiter spending most of the year in your 8th house of reinvention gives birth to the person you want to be. This can be hard work, but the support from the cosmos helps you in your endeavor. So good luck and a happy happy beginning to the 2018. By the end of 2018, I am sure you'll be smiling all your way to the bank, and your productivity is going to give you love, happiness and prosperity. Many of my clients have asked me this particular question, that why is it important to get our yearly charts made? Now basically yearly charts is like a time planner. Once you have made your own personalized charts and you've also made your yearly transit charts, you can actually structure yourself, organize yourself, and perhaps write the dates down in your calendar when the retrogrades and the forward movement of the planets is taking place. Now when these planets are taking place, whether they are forward or retrograde, you can plan your situations in and around. When the eclipses are taking place, you can actually take important steps forward or probably restrain yourself from taking major decisions. This also helps you into not reacting to situations and creating the dramas that these eclipses normally bring in our lives. You will be able to see your own life, or probably be an architect of your own fate and a producer of your own film of life. Life is all about conversations with yourself. So once making yourself aware, where are the positives, where are the negatives, what is my attitude, how do I react to certain situations, what are the different phases in my life, and what is this phases demanding. Then when you coordinate it with your transit chart, that is with your chart personalized of 2018, what the year is bringing for you, you can coordinate that, and the organization and structuring of your life becomes much easier and much faster, including planning your holidays, including planning what is the attitude that I need to adopt this year so that my life can become healthy, wealthy and wise.